the Southern, to the Indian, to the mighty Pacific, and beyond. This whale story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
Welcome to SeaWorld's Orca Encounter. My name is Molly, and I'm so honored to introduce you to this intriguing and majestic animal. Like seeing a killer whale up close and getting to learn about them and their natural behaviors. We hope this Orca encounter will give you a better understanding of these incredible animals and all that they represent.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types, or ecotypes, of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whales' size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
Truly are a natural wonder, and today Corky will help me show you some of their physical characteristics. The blowhole is perfectly designed for getting a quick breath of air at the surface of the water. Even the location of their eyes works to their advantage. It looks like the eyes are in that white patch, but that's just a visual distraction. The eyes are actually located in the black area in front of the white patch, camouflage from thrashing prey. The fin on top of the whale is called a dorsal fin and helps stabilize orcas when they're swimming and helps them regulate their body temperature. The dorsal fin has no muscle or bone inside of it, which is why you'll see them come in all shapes and sizes. The flippers on either side of the whale's body are called pectoral flippers and are used mainly for steering and stopping. Pectoral flippers have 5 bony digits inside of them, just like the human hand. And the lobes on either side of the tail are called flukes. The tail fluke is the killer whale's engine, propelling them to speeds of nearly 30 miles per hour. That's as fast as some speedboats. And they swim the fastest and use the most power when propelling their nearly 10,000-pound bodies all the way up and out of the water.
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orcapod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pod. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shouka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like many animals, killer whales use body language as part of their communication. They use pectoral slaps to show dominance and to get noticed. For example, a mother may use a pec slap to get her calf's attention. But if they really want to be heard, they breach. Spy hopping is how killer whales coordinate and get a better view of their surroundings when they hunt. Communication that killer whales use in the wild and here at SeaWorld. Communicators, so it's no wonder they are at the top of the ocean's food chain.
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
Whales in the southern hemisphere will capture sea lions by pulling them right off of the beach. Watch as Keet swims over to the side out and shows us his safe movement and behavior. Antarctic killer whales will actually create waves that wash over floating ice, knocking seals right into the water. You can sometimes see our whales demonstrating this same incredible hunting technique, showing one of the most complex and impressive techniques killer whales have developed around the world. Crashing in front of us, but it's very difficult to imagine just how much water is being displaced without experiencing it firsthand. Luckily, I have a very brave volunteer that's going to help show us the power of the killer whale wave. How about a round of applause for him? All right, come on down. You're going to be our seal today, and that is going to be our iceberg. So go ahead and have a seat on it. Perfect, and hold on to that handrail. Excellent. All right, are you ready to get splashed? Yeah, are you guys ready to see him get splashed? Okay, so it looks like Keet is starting to make his way over. Now this is 55 degrees salt water, so it's pretty chilly. You think that's gonna be okay? Yeah? All right, we'll see. I see you got a little preview already of the splash, right? All right, so let's see if he's gonna make his way. There he comes. Ready? That way in 3, 2, in all parts of the ocean, it's no surprise that they eat all kinds of prey, including other whales. The whale you see on the screen is a blue whale. It is 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than a killer whale. So how does a whale besides of that orca right there prey on a blue whale? It's all possible because killer whales are the ultimate team players.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Interacting with each other and showing off their playful side in the wild and here at SeaWorlds. Porpoising is when whales swim very fast near the surface, breaking out of the water briefly. Playtime see our orcas demonstrating the same ability in the slide outs, just like whales in British Columbia. Lots of time imitating each other in the wild. We see it here at SeaWorld all the time. The whales are constantly mimicking and learning from one another. They can mimic us as well. But playful behavior has a purpose. In the wild, a fluke snap may be used to stun fish during hunting, but today I think these killer whales are stunning all of you. The whales here take an active role in their own health and well-being. For example, they know husbandry behaviors, like presenting their food to us, allowing us to collect a blood sample. You can see Corky and Nicole demonstrating this body presentation behavior right here on stage. They will also slide up onto a scale, allowing us to closely monitor their weight every single week. They will even allow us to take a sample of air from their blowhole because of the trusted relationships we build with them day after day here at SeaWorlds. Now I'd like to take this moment to introduce you to a very special member of our pod and a very special trainer as well. On stage is Nicole, and she is working with Corky. How about a round of applause for her? For the both of them. Now Corky is our oldest pod member at 58 years old. She is around 9,000 pounds and is famous for her very sweet personality and disposition. It is an honor to be a part of the team that provides these animals with care. Here at SeaWorld, we challenge the whales to learn something new, to engage and stimulate their minds. Diet, exercise, and of course play all have a role in keeping them in great shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Orcinus orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.